Hi, this is Marcus Guiliano from Aroma Thyme Bistro. I'm a chef on a mission for nutrition. And today I'm going to do a short video on why we love you, our guest here at Aroma Thyme Bistro. We do a lot of things that show a lot of love here at the restaurant. There's small things that you may not know that we do, so these videos are going to get a little more in depth of some of the small things that I'm just pretty intense about or refuse to participate that other restaurants are doing. Not all restaurants, but most restaurants. Cookware. Did you know how important cookware is for your health? Extremely important. I'm sure many of you heard the controversy behind Teflon. Teflon is a very controversial, and they say there's safer Teflon now. You know what? I don't believe it. I don't buy it. I won't buy it. Jamie, what are some of the facts on Teflon? 'Cause some of this research we've done is just startling here.
Well, this is the non-stick cookware that we're talking about
cookware,
that most
Teflon.
families have.
And most restaurants have Teflon. Most families at home have Teflon cookware because it's easier to clean. It's a non-stick surface. It's the stuff that's black and shiny inside as opposed to the aluminum or the stainless.
So the non-stick cookware is made with a carcinogenic chemical called, and I gotta tell you, I can't even pronounce this word because it's such a big word, which starts emitting toxic fumes that you inhale every time you cook with this non-stick pan.
So in a restaurant, if we're cooking in it, the kitchen staff would be constantly inhaling the fumes. If you heat it up to 600 degrees, which is not hard to do on a burner, you emit, what, 6 toxic chemicals? I believe this is the one article we said. I found
yes, 6 toxic gases, but it takes only 5 minutes for this to happen.
Right.
So, so this article that we're reading talks about the dangers of this, using this pan.
Now here's the really scary part. I went and dug around and looked for some Teflon cookware. Now we don't use Teflon in the restaurant at all. This is an older Teflon pan. You see, it's not black all the way in there because there's some spots in here where the Teflon is actually picking up. Okay, the Teflon is actually picking up, and most likely because a spoon is going in, maybe a metal spoon of some sort, and going in and stirring as the food is cooking and scraping the Teflon, which this is pretty scary. You can actually see the marks that were on here, and the Teflon's picked up.
Then where's that going?
It's going into the food, most likely. I mean, yes, when this goes to the dish station, the restaurant's going to scrub it, and the dishwasher's going to scrub it really good, and that's probably where a lot of this is going. But there's, you know, you can feel this, and there's like bits and pieces just like sticking up here. Like if you rub your face, like if a man were to rub their face with little nubs. That's what's happening that's what's happening in there. Now after a pan even gets older, look at this pan I went out and found. All the Teflon's gone. I mean, this is just like the Teflon up around the edges are here, but all the Teflon's gone. That has gotten into the air, into the dishwasher's air, into the customer's food, wherever this pan came from. You know, so for us here at Aroma Thyme, it's very important that we use a all stainless steel pan. I would say the majority of my cookware is stainless, and for me to revert to an aluminum pan is very, very rare nowadays. I really try not to do it whatsoever. But these things are pricey, so these are not cheap. I mean, these are probably 5 times the price of an aluminum pan this size, 3 times, 5 times, depending upon the quality. If you're going for all-clad surgical stainless steel, you're talking easily 8, 9, 10 times. So I do have some all-clad here. And those last, by the way, years upon years. So this is just one of the hidden costs that happens in restaurants. Especially our restaurant is the higher quality cookware. And you know, and then once you get spoiled, you can go for the copper stuff, which is again lined with stainless steel inside, a very high grade stainless steel. And this conducts heat extremely well. And we have several copper pans in the kitchen. But this is just, you know, one of the reasons why we're dedicated here at Aroma Thyme Bistro on certain aspects that you may not be aware of. Hopefully this helps educate yourself, and please don't cook in Teflon at home. Go out and spend the money, spend the extra, you know, the 30, 40 bucks for stuff like this as opposed to buying this pan for $8. It's going to make an immense difference in your health, and the food cooks on here easier. It's, you know, this is non-stick. If you heat it up properly and get it seasoned, this is just as good as non-stick, really just as good. Anything else we should tell them, Jamie?
I think that's just one of the reasons why we love you here at Aroma Thyme.
Great. Hope to see you guys soon.